Joining us via Sky now, shifting attention, by the way, we're going to be joined by Mr. Owemedimo Udoh from Akwa Ibom State in Uyo. He's a public affairs analyst. As you know, the president has signed into law the 2019 appropriation bill. And so, Mr. Owemedimo, thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, as you know, the president has signed into law the 2019 appropriation bill. And what are your thoughts on this budget?
Now, my expectations are quite high. Number one is that when you look at the level of insecurity in the country, one would expect that a lot of funds will be channeled into the defense of the country because, without security, you cannot even achieve anything. Any of the economic recovery and growth plan cannot be achieved in the atmosphere of insecurity. So now we have insecurity virtually, in all parts of the country, facing one form of insecurity or the other. Now, the expectations are high that resources will be channeled into defense. Now, we also have issues in our education. A lot of expectations are also there that we expect massive funding. What we have now is not quite in order, and it's slightly, I think it's below expectation, not even slightly. We expect something in the region of 10 to 15 or even 15 to 20% of our budget devoted to education. So we are not having that. So we believe going forward that more resources, would be channeled into education to revitalize our decayed infrastructure. Our public institutions are begging for attention. So the country is in dire need of help. So a lot of attention will have to be shifted to education.
Mr. Owemedimo, if I may cut in at this time, just because we don't have the luxury of time, how can this budget, I apologize for cutting it that way, by the way, how can this budget affect or impact on the ordinary Nigerian, which is what everybody wants to see at the end of the day?
Well, Nigerians expect that this budget would be dutifully implemented to the letter. Nigerians expect that every kobo in this budget would be channeled into addressing the various needs that bedevil our country at this time. From health to education to infrastructure to sports to virtually everywhere. Nigerians expect that those who are coming in to work with Mr. President would be patriotic enough to apply every kobo that is assigned or given to them for the purpose it is meant for. Nigerians don't expect excuses from anybody. Nigerians are not, they are eager, waiting for the implementation of this budget because they believe that this budget holds a lot of hope for them.
Just a quick last question before I let you go. How can this administration improve on its performance given the budget that has been signed into law in all the sectors of the economy?
Now, very quickly, Nigerians expect that the president will assemble a team that has capacity to deliver on the goals of his administration. Nigerians don't expect people to be offered appointment on the basis of politics or political consideration. They expect people that are patriotic, that believe in the vision of Mr. President, that will come in and help the president to actualize whatever his goals are, which we believe are noble, which we believe are well-intentioned. So Nigerians expect the president will assemble a team that will work very well to give Nigerians what Nigerians are looking for. The level of poverty is very high, level of unemployment very high, 23.1% now. Over 20 million Nigerians are out there without job. Today we are celebrating our Children's Day. Over 10 million of our kids are out of school. So all these must be brought in to ensure that we have a balanced government. So Mr. President has a lot of responsibilities now to assemble a team that will deliver on what he has promised Nigerians. He doesn't have more than 4 years. He has only 4 years to put all of these goals, all of these plans, all of these intentions into concrete reality. And Nigerians expect a better life. They want a country that is better secure. They want healthcare that is working. They want education that is working. They want infrastructure that is not decayed. Nigerians expect so much.
Mr. Owemedimo, I'm sorry, I may have to cut you there. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. Mr. Owemedimo Udoh from Uyo is a public affairs analyst as well as a lecturer.